Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett is also watching the Democratic race going into Super Tuesday. Major, good morning.
Good morning.
Who has the most to gain from Pete Buttigieg's exit?
In theory, Joe Biden, but as Ed O'Keefe pointed out back in January, the second choice for most Buttigieg supporters was Elizabeth Warren, but that was in January. Things are different now. And if the Democratic Party is looking to consolidate, Joe Biden is the person most likely to get that consolidation metric or that idea. But this is the real key for the Biden campaign. It has got to get better faster. It's got to take this momentum from South Carolina, add the Buttigieg supporters and donors if it can. Remember, as Joe Biden was winning South Carolina, his #1 endorser there, Congressman Jim Clyburn, said his campaign had been mishandled. What did he mean by that? He meant that Joe Biden was probably always going to win South Carolina and win it big. But what that victory did is saved Biden from catastrophe. It did not catapult him into the absolute undisputed frontrunner position. Why? Because Joe Biden performed so poorly in Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada. That's what he meant by mishandling. So Biden's campaign to seize whatever momentum comes from Buttigieg's exit has to get better, and it has to get better very rapidly.
Mayor Bloomberg on the ballot for the first time tomorrow night. What is at stake for him?
Something he knows a lot about, return on investment. He has spent more than $500 million when you look at broadcast and digital advertising. Does he win a single state? If not, does he come in a strong and respectable second at any key battleground state? And does he reap delegates from places in unexpected terrain? If the answer to all three of those questions is no, then there is almost no return on investment and no path to make this campaign relevant going forward. So, all this money and this entire premise about skipping the first 4 contests is on the line, and the theory behind it will be decided not by Mike Bloomberg and not by his money, but by voters who've been besieged by his campaign ads and rendering their own judgment.
Major, more than a third of all the delegates up for grabs this primary season will be on the plate on Tuesday. So what else should we be looking for?
But one thing to think about, that's a lot of delegates. But because Democrats apportion them, not winner take all, but how you do in congressional districts and statewide. If you meet that 15% threshold, your name is Elizabeth Warren or Amy Klobuchar or anyone else, you get a few delegates. So what to watch? California and Texas, they're the biggest prizes. But also Democrats are going to be very focused on who can carry a place like North Carolina and Virginia. There's a lot to watch. 14 states tomorrow. But remember, no one is going to emerge from Super Tuesday with a lock on the nomination. You can get a lot closer, but you will not lock it up tomorrow night.
All right, Major. Thank you very much.